Happy New Year, Neon friends. I hope you all had a good start into the year. And I bought a batch of new, very necessary neon novelties stuff. I already have 2 videos about unusual neon items in my channel. I'll put the links in the description again. And I had the chance to buy pretty cheap 5 of these cardboard boxes. And made in Hong Kong, that sounds good. What they contain is sets of modular small neon letters, so you can assemble your own text with them. And the seller didn't know how they power up and didn't have any power supplies, and I have an assumption of how they work, but I'm not sure yet. There were neon letters that were powered wirelessly actually, maybe more than 50 years ago. So they had racks that contained an RF, a radio frequency transmitter, and then the neon letters were just brought to close proximity to this transmitter and lit up. And I'm not sure how this would affect modern days electronic devices or even human health, so those haven't been made anymore for a long time. And then there were also modular neon letter displays that used regular electroded tubes. So the tubes all had their electrodes pointing downward, and you would just stick them into these housings, and then you needed these jumpers on spaces that were not populated. So I bought these cheap, and I think the seller didn't know much about them, and I found interesting documents in the first box already. Here's like somebody made a list of the letters in that box, and it's labeled 1993 or 95. And also there's a handwritten note that says it was used on a trade fair booth, and some letters fell down on the booth in Stuttgart, and there is a company somewhere in Germany that still sells them for 25 marks a piece. So 25 marks, that's 13 euros today, not taking into account the inflation. But there's no company name, just it says ask Mr. for the company. Yeah. So we have these little blocks, and they're pretty heavy. They are magnetic, they have magnets on the back, and I hope that these springs here are probably a low voltage DC power supply. And let me see if the focus is right. It says letter light LL-1, patent pending, made in Hong Kong. There's a plus up here and a minus up here. So probably, probably the power rails are on the magnets, and then I'm not sure what these are for. And I've taken the broken one out. I don't know how many are in the other boxes and how many are broken in total. But let's just crack this broken one open before I power it up. Oh, I brought the wireless neon tester, and I couldn't resist. And surprisingly, it seems like it does not light up these tubes. But I don't know if that means anything. I'll just unscrew one of these now. Okay, there's a circuit board in here. I'm not sure if it works electrode-less. Here's a piece of wire in that broken tube. Yeah, the wires go. I'm not sure what role this circuit board plays. If it's some kind of additional electrode that helps it ignite, or... And here we have a circuit with various components. A little transformer, as often, a little high voltage transformer. And yeah, the wire is actually soldered to the magnet, so this magnet is really the electrode. And these two, but they do something too. Maybe they turn it on only. I'm not sure what these are for. Or maybe it was like the rack where they went in had several power groups, so you could make several groups flash together or something like that. I'm not sure. But I'll break this apart fully because the leather is broken anyway. So these springs, they do actually contact the circuit board. That's not going to be easy to find out what they are for. Or maybe they have... Okay, we have two redundant wires. Oh, okay, each side of the magnet sheet metal plate has its own solder-on wire. This capacitor is smoothing out the DC supply 25 volt capacitor, so I assume it's a maximum of 12 volt or maybe 15 volt supply. Here's the schematic that I hope is correct. It's pretty late already and I might need a new day to understand this. So we have the DC coming in through a protection diode, electrolytic capacitor, and then this is obviously some kind of self-oscillating circuit that powers the tube over this transformer with a feedback winding. And here is the high voltage neon tube with a high voltage capacitor across. And then these two diodes are going outwards from the transistor base to the two contact springs that I don't know the function of. And they could be some sort of remote control, like when you pull these to ground, then it will turn off the transistor and turn off the ladder. So an external control for, like I assumed, a flashing pattern for the whole sign, each rail flashing individually or something like that. I'll just try to power one up with a bench power supply, and then maybe it will self-explain what these two spring-loaded contacts are for. So we have positive and negative, thanks for that. This is voltage turned all the way down. Current, let's do a current limit of maybe 0.3 amp. Okay. And now let's ramp it up. Okay, I'm turning the power up. Voltage is 3 volts, 4 volts. We have a bit of current flowing in, 5. And here it starts to light up. I'm not sure if the room is too bright. Let me turn this one off. 6 volts. 7, 8. I hear a bit of high-pitched noise, as often on these thin tube modules, and I think it's 12 volt nominal, just at 11. It's fully illuminated. So we have a blue P, it has a little blue sticker up here, and that's pretty cool. I think I'll have to build some kind of rail for them all to mount on, so I can assemble my own texts. Okay, I want to see some more colors. Let's see what we got. This is green. Negative. And positive. Very nice. It's pretty bright. I just switched to the other camera app because this one allows correction of the brightness while filming. So let's try that. They are bright. They look nice actually. Yeah, really good. And it looks like we have two tubes here. Maybe the circuit board inside is also just a helping layout for all the different tube shapes that they have assembled on there. So this is a straight tube and a U-bend tube, and they both have single wire electrodes. I'm not going to touch here. There's silicone blobs on it to isolate, but it's probably not really electrically tight, so I might get bitten when I touch there. Okay, let's see some more colors. We have clear, I think that's clear red. That would be cool. Clear red CCFL tubes are not very often seen. Wow, very nice. a very thin stream of neon going through there. I'm at 15 volts now. It's just 0.1 amp, so 1.5 watts. I think 12 is the rating. Or 15, I don't know. At 12 volts we have 0.05 amp, so just 0.6, 0.7 watts. Any colors that we haven't seen? Let me look. There's blue. That is orange or pink. Nice orange. Nice. It's white went off and orange went on. Why doesn't Neon World have this nice orange? I don't understand that. Okay, what else we got? Green, blue, blue, orange, blue, orange. I'll just get another box to see what more surprises will be in there. Okay, we have, oh, there's a few broken ones. Here's a break, here's a break, here. I'm not sure if that is happened in the shipping of this box or if it was that mentioned accident they had at the trade fair. So I'm going to sort these out. But the rest look okay. And look at that. In another Neon Novelties video, I mentioned that these used an electrode going inside the tube and then a clear conductive coating on the outside, making the second electrode. And it looks like here's a little like a loop of very thin sheet metal or metal around the tube outside. So this is probably contacting the outside conductive coating, and just here is an electrode wire actually going into the tube. That would make sense, and it also looks like here there's no, is it in focus? No wire going into this end. So this could be the principle of operation. It's blue. I wanted to see if we have any more colors. Green, 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 orange, red, blue. It's a nice mix of colors, but I think we have seen them all. Green, orange, blue, clear red. That's it. 4 colors. All right? Blue, green, orange, orange. 4 colors. Okay. I'm going to make a list of the letters that are contained and working, and then maybe I can figure out a nice text to assemble and how large I will have to build my rail to put them on. And I forgot to mention, I have seen modular neon letters similar to these that were a bit taller, I think, and they, if I remember correctly, they had like a protective clear plastic window on the front side, and they would assemble sideways and maybe contact each other sideways. If anyone knows about them or a product name or a name to Google for, please write in the comments, because I have tried a few search words but haven't found anything about these that I have seen not too long time ago, probably in a Facebook group. Can't really remember. But it was not exactly them, they were a bit different. And also, if anybody knows about these, if there's still a manufacturer, I also didn't find this letter light company on Google, or what these two contacts are for, if you have any ideas. So stay tuned everyone. Whenever I find the time to build a rail to put these on and operate them, of course I will update you. Until then, thanks for watching, take care, see you soon.